Good day, friends! Welcome back to the channel. For this video, we will be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Marvel's Tri-Sentinel series X-Men. This is actually based on the House of X, Powers of 10 by Jonathan Hickman. That is the currently running X-Men series, which is the currently running X-Men series spun out of when the House of X, Powers of 10 storyline was going on. It was widely received as a great new way to tell the stories of the mutants, introduce a lot of interesting concepts for our merry band of mutants. While it had its people who appreciated and liked the concept, there's also a fair share of people who think that it's who did not really appreciate the new concepts and what so. But the designs from from that series, from that event, let's call it an event, for the X-Men were good. It got elements from previous story arcs, events for the X-Men, and combined them into certain looks. Anyway, enough about the House of X, Powers of 10, which is the basis for this set of Marvel Legends. Today we're going to be taking a look at Cyclops. One of the concepts that were introduced in House of X, Powers of 10 was the Krakoan language, also featuring the Krakoan alphabet. Alphabet. Okay, I'm having a hard time pronouncing things again. But anyway, and Cyclops here is written in that alphabet. So yeah, if you're not familiar with it and you see the toy on the aisles of your favorite toy shop, it would be kind of jarring. Though it can be still clearly read as Cyclops, sort of. Anyway, yeah, Cyclops is my favorite X-Men. Some people consider him the most boring of the X-Men, but still, he is my favorite. And looking at the nice product window here, you could already see that his costume, his uniform right now, is an amalgamation of a couple of uniforms. Let's call them uniforms that Cyclops, Scott Summers here, has worn throughout his illustrious career as leader of the X-Men, as one of the leaders of the X-Men. Featuring one of them, this is like a blue version of the red one, the X-Visor Cyclops, which I like. That was a great Chris Bachalo design. Okay, so at the back you could see a illustration. I think this is a Pepe Larraz illustration. I'm really not sure. Featuring the same illustration on the sides. Unlike most of the Marvel Legends, the back is colored white. I'm kind of surprised that they did not go with, because they have done that with the other Marvel Legends series sets, a pure white version of the box instead of the usual black box. This is an amalgamation of that box, featuring a black front and a white back. At the back you could see a checklist of the other figures you need to get to build the Tri-Sentinel. Right, so enough about the packaging. Let's take him out and his accessories so we could take a closer look at the figure. Okay, so we now have him outside of the box. Like I said, it features that costume that he wore in House of X, Powers of X, and I really did not had the time to read the series. I kind of browsed through it, not really gave it a read. It featured a lot of great artwork, featured a lot of great concepts, and in a way they honored Cyclops as one of the greatest leaders of the X-Men. Yeah. So the figure itself is a standard looking Cyclops figure. Like I said, it is an amalgamation of a couple of Cyclops's more iconic uniforms that he wore before. The color's blue. Cyclops traditionally wears blue. Either in a base of his old blue and gold costume, his retro blue costume when his second costume. Yeah, he traditionally wears blue, and that's why it was so jarring that during the time that he was branded as a mutant terrorist, he wore black and red, which was a striking color. One of my favorite Cyclops costume uniforms, and it actually is reminiscent of that costume, except that instead of black and red, he's wearing actually dark navy blue, and with blue trimmings. The blue trimmings more reminiscent of his classic uniforms. He also wears the skull cap, no 90s hair exposure, making him look like a dick. Silver. One of the main differences, he's now wearing a silver visor, which would be traditionally gold or yellow. Still red, of course. You need the Rubik quartz thing. He has some sort of bracer for his arm. And a nice set of pouches for him to keep things. I wonder what Cyclops keep in his pouches. I'm not really sure what he does. So it's a typical Cyclops body, Marvel Legends Cyclops body, one that does not feature any butterfly joints. They could have given him some, so for more like dynamic posing. But the figure is pretty nice actually. For its accessories, it comes with an optic blast effect. I think this is the same optic blast effect that we had with the retro X-Men Cyclops, the one that was wearing the X-Factor uniform. Cyclops wearing, and a angry head, which I think is very it's a similar sculpt, different paint applications from also the retro Cyclops Marvel Legends. Also features an arm for the Tri-Sentinel. Very nice. Okay. So, like I said, it features basically the same articulation as the other Cyclops in the line. His head is on a hinge and a ball joint, so that it can look down, look up. The ball joint allows a bit of sideways motion, only a bit, not that much. Can rotate fully 360. He has an ab crunch, so he can bend forward arch his back, but the arch is not that much. You can see that. Waist swivel, and the shoulder articulation allows him to raise his hand sideways, so, and rotate it fully. He has bicep swivels, double jointed elbows, rotation on the wrist, and you can bend the hand forward. This is mostly for his traditional pose he does for when he that pose wherein he's touching his visor, preparing to open it to unleash his, there we go, unleash his optic blast. Okay, he does not have any alternate hands, only a closed fist and the visor opening wrist. He can do the split that much. No drop down pegs there for a fuller split. He could raise his legs up that much. Has a thigh swivel, quite loose on my copy actually, and a double jointed knee, a swivel at the boot cut, and he can point his toes of his itty bitty feet down and point it up, and also has some nice ankle tilts. Alright, one thing that I'm not really fond of in this template mold, I think this is the Bucky Barnes mold, is it features really small feet. If you can, yeah, I really do not like the feet on this mold. As you can see it, I actually prefer the Spider-Man body. It has a wider foot base, so it supports figures more better, I guess. Also, it has that butterfly joint, which allows for a more fuller range of motion for his arms, inward outward motion for his arms. But overall, this is a pretty nice figure. And I am collecting Cyclops figures, and this is a great addition to that. If you were a fan of the House of X, Powers of X storyline, this is a must-cop for you. Of course, you have to complete that set of like High Council of the Mutants thing that they got going there. The head, yeah, let's show that off. You just pop off that head, put that head back, the angry head one on his face. Now he looks like he's constipated. Place his hand to simulate that. You just have to, there we go. Now it looks like he is opening his visor. Place the nice optic blast effects that they gave us, and now he looks like he is taking a shot at somebody. So once again, I like the character. I like the uniform that he's wearing. I'm thankful that the paint applications on my copy are clean. Have several loose articulation points, but it's okay. Still don't like that small feet on this body, but overall it's a nice figure, a nice representation of another Cyclops in another storyline, another X-Men event. So pretty nice toy. That's it for my video. Thank you for watching. Please do leave a like. Comments, suggestions, and questions, please do type them down below. If you are so inclined, please do subscribe to the channel. And if you do subscribe, please do click on that notification bell so that you know when I'll be uploading other stuff soon. Thank you guys, and thanks for watching.